Hello everyone, I hope that you're all doing well. So in this ramble, I thought it would be fun to talk about Pokemon. I've already done one about video games, but Pokemon I believe was the second that won in my poll. So today I'm going to be talking about Pokemon. So I have a couple different things that I thought would be fun to talk about. But first off, apologies if you hear any wind sounds. It's been really windy where I live, and so you may hear it. I'm probably gonna put some rain in this to kind of help drown it out, and I also just think rain is relaxing in Ramble, so you might not even hear it. I don't even know why I'm saying this. Anyway, let's get back on the topic. So, first off, I wanted to talk about my favorite Pokemon regions and my favorite Pokemon games. Obviously, I mean that's a given, right? So, my favorite Pokemon region of all time is the Johto region. And the reason why is because when Pokemon first came out, well, maybe not first came out, but like around the time it first came out, I was probably like around 5, and I was obsessed with Pokemon. I was absolutely obsessed. I always played the games. I had Yellow and Red. I played them all the time. But the reason why Johto is my favorite is because it was the first time that we ever got new Pokemon. And I'm sure people around my age can relate to just how exciting that was. Because, you know, you had the original 150 for the longest time. And then to finally have new Pokemon, oh my god, it was so exciting. So, I think my mind relates the Johto region. I'm sorry, I just hit you guys. I'm so rude. Sorry if you heard that. But I think my brain relates the Johto region to the first experience and excitement of new Pokemon. I also just love that region's Pokemon, their designs. I think they're so, I don't know. Again, this is probably just like nostalgia, rose-colored glasses, but there's something about Johto Pokemon that hits all the aesthetic notes for me. I just love it. I love how, I don't think there's one Johto Pokemon that I dislike. I think all of them are cool or cute or unique in some way. I don't know. I love Johto. I've played Silver, Gold, Heart, Soul Silver, and I even had the old Crystal game, if any of you remember that one. Unfortunately, I lost my copy growing up as a kid. There's actually like a whole story to that. The TLDR of that story is this. I was probably, I don't know, 9, 10. I was in 4th grade, whatever age you were in 4th grade. Anyway, me and my mom had gotten into a very bad car accident, and wouldn't you know that I was the one that was hurt the most. I don't think I technically broke anything, but I had to wear like a cast and a neck thing for like a few weeks or whatever. But anyway, long story short, in that car crash, I was playing my crystal game in there, and when they took the car to like wherever they take the car after a car crash, I think someone stole it. Either someone stole my game or it just got lost in the crash. I don't know. But alas, I lost my crystal version, and I'll probably never own it again, which is sad, but it is what it is. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so I played all the JoJo games so much. After JoJo, my favorite game, Pokemon game, would have to be Sun and Moon. And I have a reason behind that too. The main reason being that when I started to get older, it was around, I think, like the Diamond and Pearl era, I started to lose a little bit of interest in Pokemon. I mean, I always liked it, but I started to kind of lose a little bit of interest around that time. So I took a little break from the games, and it wasn't until Sun and Moon came out that I saw, I don't know, I was watching, I think it was just some trailer for the game or something, but something about it just caught my attention. It caught my, I don't know, and I ended up buying Moon, and I absolutely adored it. I loved it. I loved the whole, like, island theme. I loved the character customization. I loved the Pokemon. I mean, it has my all-time favorite Pokemon now, which is Mimikyu. And I love Team Skull. I love them so much. They're like one of my favorite, like, I mean, I don't even really classify them as villains. I mean, really, they're just a bunch of, you know, they're just a bunch of, like, kids or people that didn't pass their trial or didn't do well in their trial, and they're just like a bunch of punks, you know? They're not really bad. So I love it. The story's great too. I love the story. But it was also around that time that I started to collect Pokemon cards again. So that whole era is just, I don't know, really meaningful to me, I guess. So Johto and whatever, I forgot what the region's called. What is it? This is gonna bug me. Because they have, like, oh, Alola? Oh, yeah, Alola. I just, in my head, Alolan Raichu popped in my head. I was like, oh, okay, that's what it's called. It's called Alola. So, the Johto region and the Alola region, they're my favorite. A runner-up would be Ruby and Sapphire, so the Hoenn region, that would be a runner-up. After those games, I took a little break from Pokemon. I think I may have played whatever came after that. I may have played that a little. I don't know. I just remember it was either Diamond and Pearl. I think it was Diamond and Pearl. That was when I took a break. Anyway, let's move on. So, the next thing I thought would be fun to kind of have a little rambly about is if I were a Pokemon trainer, what kind of trainer would I be and what would my team be? So I have two different scenarios here, okay? Because I had a hard time choosing. Okay, let me take a sip of drink real quick, and then I'm gonna get back on this topic. Okay, so I had a hard time choosing if I would be a dark type trainer or if I would be a ghost trainer. Because those are my two favorite Pokemon types. So, I don't know. It's hard for me to choose. So, I made a team for both. Maybe one day I can make a game where I'm a dark trainer, a dark type trainer, and then I can make a game where I'm a ghost type trainer. I feel like the dark one would be a little tougher just because as much as I love dark Pokemon, I feel like they're a little difficult to build a very good team with to play, you know what I mean? I don't know. I love them so much, but that's just how I feel. But anyway, so if I were a dark trainer, dark type trainer, I would have Umbreon as my main, and then a shiny Umbreon, obviously. I would have an Absol. I would have a Sableye. I love that little guy. He is he's so creepy, but like in that cute way. He looks like he's up to no good, and I like it. I like his little face. He just makes me chuckle. The fourth one, I would have either I had a tough time because I love Sneasel and Weavile. I don't know if I would evolve my Sneasel because I really like how both of them look. So I'd either have a Sneasel or a Weavile. My fifth Pokemon, same problem. I love both of them, so I don't know if I would evolve it. It would be either a Murkrow or a Honchkrow. For anyone that follows me on Twitter, you know how I love birds. I don't know. Other than cats, I love birds. There's something about birds I love. So, I gotta have a Murkrow on my team. And the last Pokemon, just so I can have a water type, would be Sharpedo. I mean, he's a cool Pokemon anyway, like, but that would be my sixth Pokemon. Okay, so my ghost team. My ghost team, I was a little more picky on. I spent a little bit of time really thinking about this one. Because there's so many ghost Pokemon that I love, and it was really hard for me to pick. But obviously my main is going to be Mimikyu. Sadly, a shiny Mimikyu doesn't look that much different than a normal Mimikyu. But so, he doesn't have to be shiny. He can just be a normal Mimikyu. My second would be Gengar, because I've always loved Gengar. Even when I was younger, I loved Gengar. You know the little opening screen where it showed Gengar fighting like a Nidorino? I love Gengar. So he'd be my second. My third one is only because he's adorable, not so much because he's strong, and I probably wouldn't evolve him. Or maybe I would, I don't know. But it would be a Sinistea. I mean, it's a teacup. How adorable. How adorable is a teacup Pokemon? I love it. My fourth, Trevenant. I guess I'll nickname him Trevor. Trevenant. That would be my fourth. Because I just think he looks really badass. He's a freaking haunted looking tree. Like, that's cool. Okay, my fifth one I went back and forth on, but I ultimately decided on this Pokemon because when this Pokemon came out, I was like, oh my god, that is so cool. I love that they tied in a ghost Pokemon with this one, which is a Cursula. Not a Corsola, a Cursula. I love it. I love that so much, and I think it looks really cool. And then lastly, I would have a Frostlass. Just because she's just very aesthetically pretty looking. I just love her design. So, there's my dark team, and there's my ghost team. Feel free to tell me your team if you like. But you have to be like me. You have to be only one type. So if you tell me your team, you have to be like a gym leader or like someone that only uses one type. That's the rule. Alright, so the last part of this ramble, I thought we could do something fun. Or I think it's gonna be fun. So I have my iPad here, and I have up the Pokemon Pokedex website. And they have a little thing on here where you can like hit, it's like a surprise me button. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit surprise me, and it's going to give me a little page of Pokemon pictures. I'll do it a few times, and I'm going to tell you my honest thoughts of each of those Pokemon that pop up, okay? I'm gonna be brutally honest. So, I'm sorry if anyone gets offended. I'm sorry if I diss on one of your favorites. This is just my opinion. I'm not gonna hold back my opinion on Pokemon. So, fair warning, okay? So, here we go. I'm gonna hit surprise me for the first time, so let's see what pops up. Okay, so, our first Pokemon is Weasel. I don't really have much of an opinion on Weasel. I mean, he's a beaver, right, or weasel? Oh, whatever. He's a water-looking thing. I don't care one way or another. Whatever. The next Pokemon just so happens to be Pikachu. Isn't that funny? As a Mimikyu lover, I'm gonna have to say no comment. I can't be dissing on my Mimikyu. The next Pokemon is a Pidgeotto, S tier because it's a bird. Okay, like Pidgeotto is a great bird Pokemon. There is no, no. There is bad bird Pokemon, but Pidgeotto is not one of them. Pidgeotto is great. The fourth is a Weavile, another S tier Pokemon. I love Weavile. I love how Weavile looks. Even better shiny. I think it's like a hot pink color, and that's fucking sick. Oh great, there goes the F word. I'm gonna probably have some issues with that. Whatever. Okay. Poliwrath. I mean, he's an original Pokemon. I can't diss on him too much. He's just an angry little dude. He's just an angry little dude who wants to punch things. That's fine. The next one, Oranguru. I don't really have an opinion one way or another. Honestly, to me, Oranguru was a Pokemon that I just caught to complete my Pokedex. I never really used him. He's whatever. Nidorina. I like Nidorina. I like Nidorino. No issues there. I like it. Next one, Clang. I mean, it's a freaking gear. I mean, there's not really much I can say. Oh, speaking of Clang though, I don't know if it was in a video, an opening I did, or if maybe I was opening up cards by myself. I don't remember. But maybe it was the one I did on Patreon. No, that wasn't it. Damn it, I wish I could remember. Either way, I was opening up a pack of Pokemon cards one day, and I kid you not, I'm not lying. I got the whole evolutionary chain in one pack. I got Clink Clang. What's the last one? Clink Clang. That might have been like some unintentional ASMR stuff right there. Clink Clang. Okay, the next Pokemon, Braixen. I love Braixen. I love Finnegan. I love Braixen. I love, why am I not remembering the last one? Braixen. Oh, that's gonna bug me. Oh, damn it. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. That was my favorite starter in that region. When I went back to play some of the games, the XY and stuff like that, Finnegan is the Pokemon to pick, okay? Like, that's the one. Next Pokemon is Entei. I love Entei. I love all three legendary dogs, cats. Aren't they dogs? Anyway, I love all three of them. Suicune is my favorite, but I love Entei because the Entei movie. Oh my god, I love the Entei movie. I'm pretty sure I went to go see it in theaters when I was a kid, I think. But I used to watch that movie over and over and over. I loved it. Next one, Regigigas. I I don't have a problem with any of the Reggies. I think they're pretty cool. I think they're very unique. I know there's like a bunch of like theories and like ideas behind them that like fans have created. I think they're interesting. So I'm nothing bad to say about the Reggies. I like them. And the last one on this page is Zubat. I mean, I like bats, obviously. So he's cute. I like Zubat. My favorite out of the line is Crobat. I really like Crobat. So, Zubat's fine. Okay, let's do another page. I'm gonna hit a load more. Oh wait, shit, hold on. I meant to do surprise me. Hold on. Okay. Oh god, here we have some new ones, alright. Okay, it's just one new one. Okay, first one, Joltik. I mean, it's a fluffy, cute spider. What's not to love about that? That's adorable. I love him. What he evolves into, though, I like the little baby spider better. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna take another drink. Alright, the next Pokemon is Cinderace. I know some people didn't really like Sword and Shield. I personally really enjoyed Sword and Shield, and Scorbunny, that was the one to pick. That was the... What's up with me and fire Pokemon? What's up with me and fire starters? Now that I think about it, in Sun and Moon, I always pick Litten, so... Something about me and fire starters, I guess. I mean, in this new Pokemon game, the Violet one, which I have yet to finish, I mean, obviously I'm picking Sprigatito. That's the one to pick there. Anyway, Cinderace. I like Cinderace. I like the whole, like, bunny rabbit that likes to play soccer, football, whatever. I think it's cute. Third Pokemon, funny enough, because it's on my dark team, Absol. Oh, I love Absol. Absol is, to me, Absol is one of those, like, perfect Pokemon. There's nothing to complain about with Absol. The design is perfect. S tier Pokemon. The next one. I don't have any experience with this Pokemon, because like I said, I haven't played through all of Scarlet and Violet yet. I'm having a tough time getting through it. It's a Pokemon called Iron Bundle, which looks like a robotic future Delibird. I mean, looking at him, I love Delibird. I love Delibird, so looking at him, I don't dislike it. It's interesting. I don't know if I can really comment on it though, because I haven't experienced him for myself. But alright, next Pokemon is Kabuto. I mean, come on, he's an original fossil Pokemon. I can't not like him. Obviously, he's cool. All the original Pokemon are cool. That's just the way it works. So, next Pokemon is Gorbis. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It goes along. It's the other evolution with Huntail that evolves from Clamperl. Personally, I always liked Huntail better. I think it just looked cooler. I never once evolved it into this thing ever. So, it's whatever. Next Pokemon is Chingling, which is basically just a little bell Pokemon. I mean, I don't really have an opinion. It's just a little guy, little bell. Let's see. Okay, the next one is Togedemaru. I'm not gonna lie, every time I say this Pokemon's name, I want to say it with like an Italian accent. I want to be like, Togedemaru. I don't know why. Is that... I don't know. I don't know why, but that's just what it makes me think of. Anyway, he's adorable. He's cute. I like him. Good Pokemon. Next one is Florigato, which, I mean, is the evolution to Sprigatito. Love it. I would argue that Sprigatito's evolutionary line is probably like the best Pokemon that came out of Scarlet and Violet, in my opinion. I mean, come on. I mean, it's a cute cat. You can't argue with that. And it does magic tricks. Come on. Next one is Trico. Yet again, I picked the fire starter, which was Torchic back in the day. I don't have a problem against Trico. He's a little lizard dude, lizard frog, whatever. He's cute, I guess. Next one is Charmeleon. I mean, he's one of the original. That is what it is. All the originals are good. The last one. Now, this last Pokemon... excuse me, sorry. This last Pokemon is one that I had trouble with when I was making my ghost team, because I kept going back and forth between this one and Cursula, and it's Coffergus. It's the coffin Pokemon. Oh my god, I can't tell you how long I tried to get a shiny of this Pokemon. I wanted a shiny so bad. And you know what's funny is, I think it might be pink, I think it might be black and pink, and everybody knows that's like my color scheme. Like, that's my, that's my combo, So, yeah, I tried so hard to get a shiny of this. Never happened. Maybe one day. Okay, I'm gonna do one more page. This is gonna be a little longer, but I'll do one more. But first, I need to situate myself in this chair because my foot's going to sleep. Any other cross-leg sitters here? No matter what kind of chair you sit on, that's me. I always sit cross-legged no matter what. Okay, one more time. Alrighty. Oh god, okay. So, the first Pokemon we have is Audino. It's cute. It's a healer. It's a healer Pokemon. And we sometimes we all need a healer. We all need a little healer in our pocket. The next one is Goldbat. Again, I like all the original Pokemon. To me, Crobat is better, but Goldbat is Goldbat. The next one is Nidoqueen. Now, I will admit, out of the two, I like Nidoking better. I think the design of Nidoking is just better. No problems with Nidoqueen, though. I mean, back when you were younger, I'm sure you know we all made jokes because of a certain trait of Nidoqueen. But if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. The next one is one of my favorites. It's Phantom. It's adorable. Doesn't Phantom evolve into Trevenant? So obviously I love Phantom. He's adorable. I also tried really hard to get a shiny of him too, because I think he's like white and red, I think, and that is, oh my god, I love that. That is such a beautiful combo, white and red together. Okay, next one, Raichu. Raichu's adorable. Like, how can anyone not love Raichu? Like, come on. Oh gosh, this next one. Probopass. I want to know who, why, what is this, and why does it have nose hair? Like, I don't like it. Every time I read a Pokedex entry where it tries to justify anything about its design, it makes me more angry. It's silly. It's so silly. I don't like it. I never have and I never will. Same with nose pass. Why? What? Someone was playing jokes that day, and it slipped through the cracks of getting accepted as a Pokemon. Okay? Alright. Starly. He's a cute bird. That's it. Cute bird. The next one is car coal. I mean, it's a cart full of coal. What can I say? I don't really have an opinion. I think it's a bit silly. Whatever. The next Pokemon is Lanoon. Let me be honest. I never really cared for Zigzagoon and Lanoon. I don't know. I thought they were a little bit boring. Just plain. I was never really a fan. The next one is Midenya. Now, Midenya is one I really, really enjoyed as a kid. He's just a mean-looking dog. I loved Midenya just the same way I did Houndoom. I like them. I like them a lot. Salamence. I don't have a problem with Salamence. I mean, he's a dragon. He's a cool dragon. I think there's better dragons, but I like him. And the last one is Impidimp. He's just a silly looking guy. I think he's goofy. I like him. He makes me think of a little goblin. Well, I know he's an imp, but he makes me think of a little, kind of like Sableye. He's just up to no good. I also love his crazy evolution. That's so cool. What he evolves into is really interesting. It makes me think of like a dark fairy tale, which is cool because he is dark and fairy. Why didn't I add him to my dark team? There's too many choices. Anyway. Alright guys. This is already getting a little long, but I hope that you enjoyed this Pokemon ramble. Sorry that towards the end, I think my throat was going out a little. I was talking for a long time. I also did a roleplay before this, so my throat is definitely at its limit right now. I should probably go have some tea or something, but anyway, thank you so much for listening. I hope that you enjoyed this, and let me know if you would like more like this. And yeah, just let me know if you liked it, and I hope that you have a good day, afternoon, or night, and I will see you all in my next audio. Bye for now.